Hello ladies and gentlemen, Tevaron here, and welcome back to Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair, where Junko is now telling us we don't have enough people to activate the shutdown. Makoto said it needed a majority. Does that mean that it needs a majority of all the students that were supposed to be here, instead of just a majority of the ones that are? That should still be achievable though, because it was also told to us that absentee voters equal a no vote. Not no, as in, no, I don't want to do that, but as in not vote at all. Unless you still need a majority even with the non-votes? Huh.
You know about it?
I guess she does.
More importantly, do you know why? Do you know why you can't activate the shutdown?
We don't have enough people left alive. Which is why it would be really good if the rest of Makoto's buddies would show up. The reason the shutdown sequence can't be activated is we don't have enough people.
I see! Because there's not enough people?
Pay attention, class. According to my information, in order to initiate the shutdown, out of 15 people, more than half of them must press graduate and repeat at the same time.
Are the stands close enough together that one person could do that on two stands at once?
Am I correct?
However, out of 15 people, including Makoto, there are only 6 people here.
So if we can't reach between the two stands, or if she's just in a position to not allow us to do that, that explains why. Because it's not actually a vote. It's just that the right buttons have to all be pressed at the right time.
Even if you want to cheat, I won't let ya.
Okay.
The shutdown sequence won't activate unless it knows that different people initiated it.
So it's totally impossible.
Now would be a great time for the rest of the last class's Future Foundation members to show up.
You totally saw through that supposedly hidden command?
No need to worry. Even I knew we couldn't activate the shutdown.
You still came here when you knew we had no chance of winning?
No, I think he's about to say that help is on the way.
It's not that we have no chance of winning. The only reason I'm here is because there is a chance.
So who is coming and where are they?
Then try explaining it to us. What is this chance of winning of which you speak?
I believe...
What? I can't hear you. You gotta speak up since you're so puny.
I believe in them. I believe they will definitely come.
So, you didn't tell them to come? You didn't get confirmation that they would come? You're just counting on them to figure it out and come?
That's not something you need to take your time saying.
Oh, hello, Kyoko. Very awesome to see you here.
Believe. Try putting yourself in our shoes before you drag us into situations like this.
Or at least get confirmation that they are going to come before you sacrifice yourself.
Kyoko! Byakuya! I knew you guys would come!
Are Toko and Hiro going to make an appearance too? Kyoko? Byakuya?
We'd be better off leaving behind someone who jumps to conclusions without listening to our warnings.
I'm sorry.
Even though it took some time for 2 people to enter the program simultaneously, it appears we made it.
Just in time.
Hey, what's going on? Why are there more people again?
You should be able to figure that out.
How exciting! I haven't seen these faces in ages. It's like opening your high school yearbook 10 years later.
Okay.
I must
guess.
say, now that I'm seeing her up close, she's much bigger than I remembered.
Yeah, several times bigger.
What? What kind of man isn't excited by big women? Once you gain some more experience, you'll understand. There's a lot of kinky things you can do with big girls.
Okay.
Shut up.
Byakuya! You're alive! But you're so skinny now. I feel so bad for you.
You shut up too.
Thank you, Byakuya. I have honestly missed that just a little bit.
Are you two also from the Future Foundation?
No, it's probably not just that.
Oh, not just that. They're from the splinter of the Future Foundation, the ones that didn't want to kill us. Oh, not just that, they're the survivors of the previous Killing game, right? Tragedy. If the Killing School life is referring to that...
You guys are the survivors of the Killing School life who previously defeated Junko, right?
Yeah, that's right. There's 3 of them here now?
The former heroes plunging themselves into the game world, ignoring all danger.
Hopefully it works out.
Jeez, stupids! Making such a suicidal move. Did you really want to see me that badly?
Want to see you defeated and destroyed.
It can't be helped. In order to stop you, that suicidal move was our only choice.
So how about it? There are 8 people now. We have enough to activate the shutdown sequence.
Now you have to argue your way out of this, don't you? Or just pitch a fit?
Why are you crying?
You guys showed up looking all cool and stuff, and now all the ultimate despairs. They'll be treated like even bigger chumps.
This is not going to work.
Chump, you said it again!
Just ignore her. As long as we activate the shutdown sequence, it'll be the end of her in this messed up world.
Alright, let's do it then. And this messed up world?
Hey, can I ask you something? If we do shut down the program, what will happen to us?
Not sure. I guess you'll go back to being Ultimate Despairs because you won't have the memories from this place to replace. Or maybe you'll die? I don't know, that is a good question.
No need to worry. We won't let you get hurt.
Can we believe that? Even if it's the case that we'll all die, is it maybe still worth it?
It's not just that. We want a more detailed explanation.
If you shut down the Neo World program, everything within the program will be deleted. It will obviously delete Alter Ego Junko, along with your avatars here.
But we were just told that if our avatars are deleted, then our bodies will be empty shells?
So you're saying we're going to be deleted too?
It doesn't mean you'll be deleted. The program will just finish without completing the graduation program.
So we were lied to by Junko. The others who died in here aren't actually dead.
What does that mean for us?
Your avatars will not upload, so you will revert to your original state before you entered the program.
Okay. I mean, it's bad that they go back to being Ultimate Despairs, but maybe that can be fixed? Maybe with a reiteration of this?
Is there a reason to tell them all that?
They have to know everything, or else they won't agree to do it.
Hold on a second. If we go back to our original selves before we entered the program.
If we're going to revert back to our original selves before we entered the program, yeah, we revert to being Ultimate Despairs.
I see!
Does that mean we'll go back to being Ultimate Despair?
That's right. Back to being hopelessly controlled by me. When you used to feel despair upon despair.
No!
Are you fucking serious? Can't you do anything about it?
I understand your concern, but this is the only way to stop Junko.
And at this moment, stopping her is the most important thing, so...
It might be a painful decision, but I know you guys will be able to overcome it.
I mean, I certainly hope that's the case.
That's why In order to defeat despair, I want you guys to fight alongside us.
We still have to fight? I thought we finally reached the end.
In this case, the fight is to reset the thing.
Don't worry. Once you get out, we will do our best to support you.
But I thought the Future Foundation wanted to kill every last ultimate despair.
Not this part of it. Yeah, we've seen this. We understand.
When you say support, do you mean I'll make sure you don't suffer when I kill you, or...?
Of course not. We would never allow that to happen.
Yeah, you're taking everything out of context here.
It's gonna be alright. Your real bodies have just been brainwashed. That's why I'm pretty sure you'll quickly revert back to the state you're in right now.
That I do not agree with.
Can you stop saying cheesy stuff like brainwashed? Washing your brain is like really nasty.
But still, even if our brainwashing is undone, the memories we've made up till now will be erased, right?
You know, another thing that bothered me at the end of the last game, and has been kind of sitting beneath the surface this whole time and is finally kind of bubbling up into my brain again, is if Junko was so manipulative that she was able to corrupt all these people and whatnot, then why is she so bad at doing it within the context of the killing game? Like, she was unable to do it in the first game, and she's unable to corrupt the people that she previously corrupted. Why is that?
Does that mean we'll completely forget everything we did on this island? I don't want that.
It doesn't matter what you want. That's the reality.
Yeah, and it's better than the other option.
Every meaningless thing that happened here will vanish from your minds.
Meaningless? Vanish? Does that include her too? Chiaki? Maybe. They didn't mention that, but her, Usami, and maybe even Alter Ego will be gone. If we lose our memories of this world, we're also going to forget she ever existed, right? If that happens, does it really mean that she, an existence confined to this world, is really going to disappear? She risked her life to protect us, and we won't even remember she existed?
Memory's not all that'll go back to normal. If you've lost a limb, like Nagito, it'll still be gone when...
Please stop!
Going back to reality in that condition, that's like a bad joke.
We're not joking. That is your past. Nobody can escape their past.
That's very well said.
We don't know anything about that past!
Hey, why did we become ultimate despair in the first place?
Yeah, that's a great question, and also goes into what I was just talking about a second ago. What was it that made her able to corrupt these guys?
I asked the same thing in the real world, but nobody would give me an answer.
It seems my teachings were quite thorough. However, if you ask me...
We didn't.
People who cling to stuff like hope, talent, or admiration are truly the weakest.
Huh?
Guys who desperately want to reach the top. They don't think about what'll happen when they're pushed off. They're probably too concerned with having a really nice view while they condescend to others.
You mean like you?
Shoving off guys like that is so easy. I happen to know 17,082 ways to do that.
We don't care.
The point is, the moment you cling to talent and hope, despair has already set in.
That's not even an explanation.
Then, what if you think about it like this? It turns out that you guys being ultimate despair was just part of the game world. And in truth, those guys from the Future Foundation might be part of the game world too.
Now that is an interesting tactic.
They're simply side characters of the game world whose role is to offer hopeless hope to you guys. Well, after saying all that, I don't even know what's real and what's a game anymore.
Are you kidding around?
No, she's actually going on a tack that seems pretty good. Hopefully we can get by that.
Enough. My patience is wearing thin. Let's hurry and start the shutdown sequence already.
That'd be awesome. I just don't think we're to the point that we can do that yet, Byakuya. I don't think everyone is fully convinced yet, and we need literally everyone.
Before you do that, we gotta do some reviewing. When you guys activate the shutdown, you'll revert back to when you were known as Ultimate Despair, and your dead friends will never be revived. And the embodiment of despair, aka me, will be erased, thereby preserving hope in the real world.
No, that's a lie. We just, both you and them just said that the people will be revived because you said Nagito would still be missing an arm, and that wouldn't matter if he were dead.
Now then, will the hope of the Future Foundation win, or will my despair win?
All right! Things are starting to heat up!
Mm-hmm.
This isn't a game, you know.
Au contraire, this is a game. The game of hope and despair that started with your killing school life. That explains why these chumps who weren't around last time have been reduced to mere side characters.
You called us chumps again!
That really bothers you, doesn't it, Akane?
Because it's true! Most importantly, the killing school trip wasn't just for your sake.
Yeah, it was for the sake of everyone who was watching. Is it being broadcast again?
There was a more important goal there. The goal of luring a specific group of people.
The 3 that came, or another group?
Since now's a great time, why don't we make that the question?
Question?
As long as we're in the game world, the rules say I gotta ask questions every now and then.
Alright. Is the question who was being lured?
So, question. Who did I lure and how did I do it?
I mean, right off the top of my head, I guess it's Makoto, Kyoko, and Byakuya.
The hint is, I get bored easily, so the same outcome as the killing school life would be a pain in the ass.
Well, that's not really our problem, now is it?
Okie dokie, let's all think about it together.
The same outcome as the killing school life. Do I just have to remember what occurred there? The people Junko lured, the method. I should try connecting those dots. There should be an answer there, so the people she was luring in the previous game were just the viewers who saw everything take place over the broadcast, so is that it again? Yeah, I'm not sure about this one. I guess we'll find out in the logic dive? Alrighty. Okay, I thought it might cut off and we would have to totally rotate around 180 degrees. Well, as long as it's just going straight, then that's no problem at all. Oh, here we go. Let's just not fall off, please. Oh, we're gonna have to jump, aren't we? And I didn't do it. Alrighty. Probably keep up momentum will help. I am so bad at this aspect of this particular thing, the logic dives. Especially the jumps for whatever reason. Alright. Got it that time. Checkpoint. Would be awesome if you'd give me a question, but looks like that's not going to be the case. Well, I guess I didn't need to change, but who did Junko Inoshima want to lure? I mean, the only one of these that makes sense is the Future Foundation, so I guess that can't be the ultimate answer, or it wouldn't be the very first question, unless this is a single question logic dive. Come on, get, there we go. Take it a little bit slow. Let's not. Oh! Alright. Well, going too fast. Yeah. Sorry, that was unexpected. Anyway. Jump. Jump. I feel like I'm getting a little bit of the hang of this. What bait was used to lure the Future Foundation? The killings? That makes sense? Okay, apparently that's correct. Stay. Yep. Yeah. Oh, Lord. Yeah, that's awkward. All right. Oh, no. Oh, Okay, well, let's give that another shot. Ah! Checkpoint, please. Oh, no. Okay. Checkpoint, thank you. What did Junko use to force them to watch the killings? Oh, the other two are just misspellings. They're surveillance cameras, I guess? It seems that it wouldn't be needed in a computer program. They should just be able to see everything that's going on, unless she altered the code or the code wasn't written to be that way. Huh. Alright. Whew, got through that.
It's all coming together. Got it. You used the surveillance cameras. You were trying to lure the Future Foundation by showing them the footage you were recording, weren't you?
They're surveillance cameras? That's what they were being used for?
I mean, I guess it is weird that there were surveillance cameras at all, but...
In the previous Killing School life, the surveillance camera footage was broadcast outside of the school.
I guess in a way it was broadcast outside of the island this time, too.
You used the cameras that were placed throughout the entire island for the same purpose.
Ding, ding, ding! I was broadcasting the Killing School trip live to every member of the Future Foundation.
I guess that is why they're Monokuma branded. It wasn't the Future Foundation that put them in here.
The footage you recorded with the surveillance cameras was shown to the Future Foundation? What shall I do? I did a lot of disgraceful things in front of those cameras.
Like what?
You sure did.
I will never be queen now. Please forget what you saw.
Oh, Sonia.
So you guys were watching us? Then why didn't you come rescue us earlier?
We tried to hack in many times, but the virus within the program blocked us at every turn.
So what was it that allowed you to get through this time?
Not only that, the Neo World program stopped accepting shutdown commands from the outside. As a last resort, we considered cutting power to the program, but...
Are you going to say that that would kill us all? That doesn't make sense. If shutting down and having our avatars deleted would not harm us on the outside, then why would cutting the power do it?
We didn't know what would happen to the subjects if we cut the power while the program was still running.
That doesn't make complete sense to me.
There's no way we'd jeopardize your safety by taking such a gamble.
I mean, that's appreciated, but the logic doesn't quite connect there. Maybe shutting down withdraws from our consciousness in such a way that it's guaranteed not to harm us? But cutting the power abruptly could?
Even so, we kept trying over and over again, until it was finally possible for us to enter the program.
Well, thanks very much for that.
Just a short time ago.
And you came all the way here when you knew it was a trap. I get it. You couldn't just leave them alone. If you saw people dying one by one with your own eyes by the same killing game you guys played, hope dictates that you act all high and mighty and say, "Oh, I'm definitely gonna stop it this time," right?
Hey, don't tell me that's the reason you made us go through all this.
Yeah, it is to bring them here. I guess her escaping is a secondary goal. She wants to punish the ones who got away?
Of course we made you do it for that reason. We orchestrated this game instead of killing you outright, solely to show it off to the Future Foundation.
No, that's not true. That is an outright lie. You couldn't kill us outright because you're restrained by the rules of the Observer you took over. I guess unless that's an act too?
We were forced to solve puzzles and riddles just so you could show it off to the Future Foundation?
That's why you guys are chumps. You're just the bait I used to catch a big fish called the Future Foundation. But it's not my fault, you know. This game is a fight between the Future Foundation and me. You guys were just instigators in the background. But you guys already knew that when you chose to play this game, right?
Oh, so they were given a choice? Was the choice be killed or go through this rehabilitation?
Just 1 second, please. That sounds as though we...
As though we wanted to come to this world of our own free will.
But that's precisely the truth.
Well, that mirrors exactly what happened in the first game.
You guys chose to be instigators, and you were willingly taken into the Neo World program. To provide the opportunity I needed to push this battle between hope and despair into overtime.
I'm still very interested to learn who it was that uploaded the Junko virus into this system.
That's right. The reason the Ultimate Despairs began killing each other was set up by the group itself.
So one of us did it? Why were we allowed to have access to the equipment and do that?
That's just your imagination.
Naive Makoto totally fell for the trap. Oh, and now your face is filled with a lovely shade of despair.
Whoa, that despair is fucking obvious. You're here to rescue the assholes who set this up in the first place.
So was it all of us who did it?
Don't go blaming us for this.
Thank you. It's all thanks to you guys. This time around, I might be able to fill these guys with despair.
We do not feel despair. Even if this was all a trap, we will never regret coming here.
And this is the only thing we could do to stop you. But nevertheless, it's all over. We will shut you down and end all of this.
You're pretty fucking desperate. Oh, that's pretty fucking obvious.
The longer they let her go on doing this, the more likely it is she's going to be able to convince one of these others to not shut the thing down. We should probably press forward as quickly as possible.
If you don't initiate the shutdown, those Future Foundation fuckwits are gonna be trapped here forever.
Trapped? Why would that happen?
Didn't I already explain it? You know, the graduation exam rule.
Did you? 2 options, right? Okay.
But that's not all, right? In order to pass the graduation exam, there was one more requirement.
Oh, fuck. You need the Observer's approval, and that's you. But the shutdown sequence gets around that, right?
I see. As I recall, we also need the teacher's final decision.
But Makoto, when we talked to him prior to coming in here, said that this got around needing the Observer. Didn't he? Yeah, permission of the teacher. I understand.
Obviously, there's no way I'd let the members of the Future Foundation graduate.
Here's the thing. I think that what you're doing here is going to backfire on you. What you're saying is just giving everyone more of a reason to do the shutdown sequence, unless you're going to offer to let the Ultimate Despairs graduate and keep the Future Foundation here.
So if you can't activate the shutdown, the Foundation will enter the endless life of repeating the grade.
That's only if the shutdown sequence doesn't activate, right?
Right?
But that's impossible. Everyone here understands how dangerous it is to release you into the real world.
We know that. All too well. I mean, she's been bad-mouthing us this whole time.
Oh. Looks like you shouldn't have talked so much. Out of the mouth comes evil, so they say.
It's true that we fell for this trap, and that we run the risk of not being able to go back. But what's wrong with that? Thinking we'd back down because of something like that is a huge mistake.
That's my line. Thinking your little shutdown plan will succeed is a huge mistake.
Huh?
You're totally overestimating those chumps over there. There's no way they'll start the shutdown sequence.
What are you going to offer them to make them not do it?
Why not?
Look upon their faces.
They look like piglets who were forced to watch their mom roasting on a spit. There's no fucking way they'll initiate the shutdown just to go back to being ultimate despair.
That is... well...
Come on, guys, push through this.
Junko, I don't care what you say. I've decided to believe in everyone. It's true that they walked the wrong path before, but that's all in the past now. What I believe in is not their past, but their futures.
I think that is the personality of hers that I hate the most.
I was totally waiting for a protagonist to fly like that. When I crush you with despair, such ecstasy.
No matter what you do to me, I will never fall into despair.
Wrong. I'm not the one who's gonna make you fall into despair.
Do tell.
That's the Mastermind's job, and they'll be appearing very soon.
What? There's something or someone further behind this?
Mastermind?
Okay, that I did not expect.
Mastermind? Someone else is coming?
That can't be. It's just a bluff.
So it wasn't one of the Ultimate Despairs that were put in here that uploaded her? It was someone else?
You should never make the last character who appears in a detective story turn out to be the Mastermind.
It's one of us. I've got this sinking feeling it's Hajime. Are you going to give him his memories back? Do you have that power?
But I always fall into that pattern, so I was kind of worried about that.
I mean, it makes perfect sense that it would be Hajime, since he's the ultimate despair with like a bajillion talents.
Enough already. What are you talking about?
Oh well, let's bring him out with lots of energy. It's Mr. Izuru Kamakura!
That's Hajime, isn't it? That's his real name.
Izuru Kamakura?
Do you not recognize that name, Kyoko? That name, I've heard it before. That person was called the Ultimate Hope. But that shouldn't be all he was. That's right, I've seen a person called Izuru Kamakura somewhere else. We saw the portrait that claimed he was the Hope's Peak headmaster, but he was also mentioned in the material that we read, and there was so much that flooded us during that. I can't specifically remember everything it said, but I think he was the one with multiple talents, who went on a rampage or something like that. As I recall, that person was the founder of the academy? I mean, that's what the portrait said. Were they also on the cover of a magazine? I don't remember.
I see.
Okay, I guess that's it.
Izuru Kamakura. Isn't that the name of the founder of Hope's Peak Academy? It was written on the placard beneath the portrait of the Academy's founder.
Is it that the founder also had that name? Or is that a lie? There's no way Hajime founded Hope's Peak Academy, is there?
That name. It was definitely Izuru Kamakura, right?
However, based on the information I know, the man known as Izuru Kamakura...
If I recall, he's a super genius who acquired many talents. He was even called the Ultimate Hope, right?
Does the founder have the same name as that Ultimate Hope guy?
It couldn't be, could it? Is the Academy that young? Or is Hajime as old as that guy and this... I don't know.
Is that kind of coincidence even possible?
Well, sure, lots of people have the same names.
The Future Foundation might know something, right?
How about it, Kyoko?
Even within Hope's Peak Academy, there's very little information about a person called Izuru Kamakura. It's a mystery if such a person ever really existed.
How old are you, Hajime?
And not just that. The matter was closed without ever being settled because of that incident.
Yeah, he killed the kids in that room, didn't he?
If you do not know, then please allow me. Providing hopelessly skilled explanations is a quirk of mine. The reason Izuru's existence continues to be such a mystery is because the Academy hid it.
Because of the killings.
Why did the Academy hide his existence?
If I recall, they were trying to protect their superior talent. They even called it mankind's hope, correct?
However, that prodigious student ended up killing 13 student council members at Hope's Peak Academy.
So is he the founder or not? He can't be a student and the founder, can he?
Izuru is the killer responsible for Hope's Peak Academy's biggest, most awful event.
Here's the thing. Him killing 13 students, I don't think competes with 3,000 some or 2,000 some, several thousand of the reserve course all committing suicide, right? That's definitely worse.
And you're the one who set it up, right?
Information about Izuru completely vanished after that incident.
We thought Junko Enoshima killed them? Oh, don't say such cruel things.
What?
Izuru Kamakura is very much alive.
Okay, well, this is all super interesting, and Junko is really dragging it out, so I think we're going to put a cut in here and pick up again in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, let me know in the comments, and by leaving a like below, it really does help tremendously, and of course, subscribe if you'd like to see more in the future. I have been Tevaron, and until next time, friends, be excellent to each other.